Hi friends, welcome to Data Info. In this video, we will talk about real-time case number 11. So the question is, we need to write a query to find the best route along with the total ticket count. So let's try to understand this question. So basically, this question is related to airline industry. Let me show you the data which is related to airline industry. So this is our table. The table name is ticket. So if you see here, we have airline industry related data. That aircraft number, then origin and destination. These two columns will tell you about from where to where, from Bombay to Delhi or Delhi to Bombay, New York to Delhi. Our trip details they are providing in origin and destination, and what type of trip it is, whether it is a one way trip or a round trip, they are mentioning in this column, and total number of ticketing count also they are providing. So by using this data, we need to find out the best route. Based on how we are finding based on the total ticket value. So if whatever the ticket value is maximum for the trip, we can decide. For example, New York to Delhi is having maximum value. So that trip we can define like this is the best trip. So based on the ticket count, we need to define which one is the best route or best trip. But the tricky part here is we have one-way trip and also round trip. Round trip means Bombay to Delhi and Bombay to Delhi and Delhi to Bombay. Let me try to explain in this sheet. So this is our data. So this is our source data. So if you see here, for example, let me write the query, then I will explain you. So if it is only single way, then we can use this query actually. So that is very straightforward. So we need to sum up the ticket count based on the route, and we need to fetch the latest, the greater value, the top one record based on the descending order. So let me write the query for that. Trip means origin and destination, right? So origin and destination. Let me populate those columns. Origin I need, destination I need. So those details will give me trip details, and ticket details I have it in ticket count. So I need to sum up because I need to do it on trip level. For example, this aircraft will go to this route and this aircraft also will go to same route. Delhi to Bombay, Bombay to Delhi, Bombay to Delhi. You will see two records because two aircrafts will go to the same route. So I need to submit these two records. Our table is a ticket grouping of my trip columns. So if I group, then I will get the count. So if I do the order by, then I can fetch the top record. So this might be the my best route. So based on the ticketing count value, if I populate this record at top based on order by and descending order of some of this particular value, so I can get the best trip order by my ticketing count in descending order. Then I can populate top one record if I want. Then if I can able to populate this record, then I can able to answer this query. But the problem is they are asking us to find the best route. But we need to understand here we have two types of trips. One is one way and another one is round trip. So round trip means we already covered one way. Why? Because if I go to this Excel, so if you see here, we have four round trips. This one, this record and last record. With R, we have four records. So total number of round trips is four. So Delhi to Bombay and Bombay to Delhi, New York to Delhi, and this aircraft also from Delhi to New York. This particular trip also a round trip. So round trip means, for example, let me explain. One way trip means, for example, I plan to go India to UK. This is one way. I plan from India to UK. This is one way. It is very straightforward one. A round trip means I plan to go India to US, and also I plan return. This is my first trip. This is my first trip, and also I planned a return trip also from US to return back to India. I planned same. return trip also from India to US first trip, and US to India return trip also I plan. Return trip. This is a return trip. So this complete one we can call it as round trip. If you see this diagram, India to US and US to India. So this is round trip. So if you see this record, one-way trip details they already provide. These details they already provide. If you see here, these details they already provide. This record we need to generate. Only that second record we need to generate. India to US. If you see this one, Bombay to Delhi and Bombay to Delhi. This is my return trip. First trip they already provide. Just we need to generate this particular record. So to generate this particular record for every record, for example, if I see here round trip four records there, so I need to generate four records. For this record, one record. For this trip, one record. For this trip, one more record. For this trip also one more record. So let me write the query for that. So anyway, I have one-way trip details. So let me write a query. To combine both one-way and return trip, only return trip details, I will use union or. So select same columns from same table. Just I need to use one condition here. So here also for generating those four records, generating these records, I need to add this condition. One-way trip details already covered, so I don't need one-way details. So round trip should be equals to R. So if I execute only this query, you will see four records. But the problem is this is return trip only. Let me add this column also on starting one way. So it will help us. Trip definition. This is return way. Okay. But if you see here, you added. But if you see here, this first one way already covered, and the return trip should be Bombay to Delhi for this one. Second record, if you see here, Delhi to Bombay is one way and Bombay to Delhi is return way. So we need to swap these columns actually. That is the main trick here. So we need to swap these values. So that is what I am doing in Excel. Delhi to Bombay is return trip. So first trip should be Delhi to Bombay. First trip should be Delhi to Bombay only. So once I reach Bombay, then again I need to plan return trip. That is Bombay to Delhi. So whatever we are seeing here in destination, that should come in origin, and whatever we are seeing in source, that should come in destination. So due to that reason, I need to swap this column. So if I swap here, now you will see the right value. Delhi to Bombay, then Bombay to Delhi. Ninth record and second record, you can see Delhi to Bombay one way. For the same record, we planned return trip, and that is Bombay to Delhi. So this is our tricky part. So once you get this data, then finding the summation is easy. So I can use with CTE to generate the summation. So here, same old approach only. Your two columns are like trip details, then sum of ticket count. Only for my reference, I added this static column. Sum of ticket count from CTE, group by, then your trip details. This should be origin and destination. First origin should come, then destination. Group by your origin and destination. Order by sum of ticket count in descending order. The greater value should come first. Let me execute this data set. So this is my result. So let me give the column name here, ticket count. Ticket count is my column name. So let me execute this query. So this is our result set, but we need to find the best route, right? So for that we need to use top one because they need only best route, only single record. we got the best road details. So that is what they are expecting. The question is, if you see here, write a query to find the best route along with the total ticket count. So we find the best route along with the ticket count. Only the tricky part is we need to understand there are couple of records with R. R means round trip. Round trip means Delhi to Bombay and Bombay to Delhi. So that extra records we need to generate. Delhi to Bombay and Bombay to Delhi, right? Delhi to Bombay already they provided. Bombay to Delhi for return trip we need to generate. Once you generate it, then finding the sum is easy. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.